Okay, I don't know what's going on, but this is so strange. We've got to get better lighting on up in this motherfucker. It is December 2nd, 2012, Sunday, 7:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if I sound like shit and look like shit, it's because I just rolled out of bed like a half hour ago, I think, maybe an hour ago. I don't know. Anyway, today is my son's birthday. He also shares a birthday with my friend Eileen and my friend Wicked Tower and Chuck's friend Savannah. So, yeah, and I don't think she has a Facebook, or if she does, I'm not added, and that's totally gravy because I don't know her. Supposedly she's crazy, but every time I meet her, she seems pretty sane to me, but then crazy knows crazy. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but, keep going over some of the details of my son's birth, and I really, really wish I had a happy birth story to share with you guys. That everything went perfect, and everything was fine, and, you know, everybody lived happily ever after. No. 9 years ago right now, I was hemorrhaging massively, and I was starting to feel like I was slipping away. It was my second near-death experience, but my first one that I could actually remember. And it's kind of weird because, you know, it's raining now. It's strange because so many I've researched near-death experiences, you know, so when it was happening, I wasn't thinking about my research and going, okay, I need to find out if mine is the same as everybody else's. No, I didn't do that. I thought about it years later, you know, when I came across my research again, and was like, wow, mine was like not like the others. I mean, does that make me unusual, or does that make me wrong? I mean, was I going to hell? Because it was really weird. I felt like I was getting pulled under a very soft, very warm blanket, but there was nothing to see. My eyes were completely useless, but it was just nothing but just comfort. I was being held by just love. And it was kind of weird because at one point that feeling kind of got stronger, like it was trying really hard to pull me. And I remember, you know, the nurse came back over. They had to check to see whether or not I had stopped bleeding. And I hadn't stopped yet, and it was still really fast. And she came over to my side, and she said, "Are you okay?" Dying. What do you think I'm doing? You know, how do you think I am? And I just looked up at her, and I said, "I don't understand." She's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I just don't understand. Why?" And then she launched into this description, and I just completely my mind slipped over somewhere else. I didn't hear her response. I didn't care what she had to say. Me blurting that out to her didn't mean anything to her. She was there just to just to measure the blood loss, document it, and walk back out the door. I mean, that hospital, if anybody goes to Lakewood Hospital in Lakewood, Ohio, you have lost your fucking minds, especially if you go to the Bergen Center. They treat people like animals up there, like you're fucking cattle. And I was the only mother there. The whole time that I was there for almost a week. I was the only female in that wing, and they treated me like shit. You'd think that since I was the only one there, they would at least fucking pay attention to me. It was a situation that I could have sued the hospital for malpractice, but I didn't, because by the time I realized that I had rights and all that shit, and I could have, it was too late, and then I was like, you know. It was all shit that could have been prevented. I had a midwife, which, you know, for people that have midwives, if it works for you, great. I'm happy for you. But for me, I'm sorry. I need to have an actual doctor that knows what they're doing, that can dispense medication at any given moment without having to run back and call the OB on call. Oh. Trying not to be mad. Trying so hard not to be mad, but I've stuffed a lot of this down over the years. And I'm just so blown away that, you know, my daughter's birth was perfect. Absolutely perfect. I mean, right after she was born, she was wrapped in a blanket, put right in my arms. I looked down at her. First words out of my mouth was, "Oh my God, she's so fucking beautiful." It was like out of a freaking Hollywood movie. My son's birth, absolute nightmare. But, you know, I'll skip ahead to the happy stuff if I can. But I'll record another vlog thingy. So, part 2, oh, God knows how many, coming up.